Hi guys, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. Today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup look with some of the products that I got from my Walmart haul. The only thing I think I was missing is that Wet n Wild foundation because I used a different foundation today. Because I've been using them all for a while, so you can see my thoughts on all of those products. I'm just going to show you my everyday makeup look, and I'm also going to show you the eyeliner which I have on. Hopefully you can see that. It's like a metallic liquid eyeliner. This is every day what I do and what I've been wearing. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. Also, remember I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, so please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to see when I upload. Also, if you'd like, you can follow me on Instagram. I post all my videos over there, and sometimes like life updates or holidays, I'll post like pictures and stuff like that. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's just get right into the video and you can see how I get this makeup look. So I already have my foundation done, as you can see. I'll let you guys know everything that I have used already. So I first put on my e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. And this is with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex, and this stuff is amazing. I use this morning and night and it's so moisturizing. I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a good moisturizer, and it's 12 bucks. So I put that on first, and this is what I do usually every single day. So the next thing I did was I sprayed my face with the e.l.f. Soothing Facial Oil Mist, and this stuff is also great. It moisturizes my face, but I feel like it also keeps everything in place. Spritz it all over my face. And then usually what I do with it is I rub it into my skin, and then it usually dries. So usually when I use setting sprays, I feel like it just kind of splatters all over, even if it does have a fine, nice mist to it. So I'd rather have it spread out evenly. So what I did was I just rubbed that in. And then my last step for prepping my skin is using the Hard Candy Sheer MB Hydrating Primer 12-Hour Makeup Grip. And this stuff is amazing as well. I feel like it keeps my makeup on all day and it just feels nice on your skin, and I really like that. So that was my next step, and I put that all over my face. And then I put my foundation on, and you guys have seen this before. It is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and this is the shade 425, which is a little bit dark for me. I can go a shade lighter. I have to pick up a new one, and I'll show you the brush that I use. So I use the Real Techniques 405 brush. It's the Instapop Cheek brush, and I actually use this as foundation. I think it's just perfect. So that's what I did so far. And as you can see, my skin is actually really dewy, and I really like that a lot. I like that it looks healthy. So the next step is my concealer. You guys have seen me use these products before. So this one is Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So I used to use the shade Vanilla, and they unfortunately had that out of stock when I went to Ulta the other day. So I picked up Porcelain, and I got a neutral shade as well because I feel like I'm neutral. So I did pick that up, and it actually works pretty well for my skin. So I feel like both of those shades, Vanilla and Porcelain, work really good for me. So what I do is I use a lot of concealer. So, not everybody has to use this much concealer. Sorry if I'm looking to my right. I'm just kind of trying to see what I'm doing. And then I put it down my nose right here. And as you can see, I have some acne right there. So I'm just going to pat out my cheeks because I just have a couple spots there. So that might look like a lot of concealer, but that's what I use because I have really dark circles. So, if you don't have dark circles, you don't have to use as much. You can literally use a dot, and that will be enough coverage for you. So I take the same brush, the Real Techniques 405 brush, and I just blend it in, and I just do my patting motions like always. I just love how my skin looks so glowy with all the products that I used underneath it. As you can see, it highlights it a little bit too. It's not too much of a highlight, but I think it's perfect. So I do go in with a little bit more because I feel like there's still a little bit of darkness there. So I just take a dot on each eye, and then I pat it in. And I make sure to get up in this inner corner area because mine has a lot of darkness and my eyes are kind of set back. So it makes them seem like they're coming forward a little bit more since the concealer is a little bit lighter than my foundation. Make sure you always bring your foundation down your neck, especially mine does not match perfectly with my neck. So I just want to make sure I bring it down my neck. But I'm also going to put bronzer on my neck just so everything, looks like it goes together and it doesn't look like I have a mask on my face. So I'm going to use my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. And I use another Real Techniques brush, and this one is the contour brush, but I just use this to set my face. So I already have some powder on the top. Sometimes I'll pour it into the lid, but now I just have some on top. So I'm just going to do that, pat it off, and then first I set my concealer and I just pat that in, just because I want to get that all set before it starts to crease. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I feel like it doesn't mattify my skin too much to the point where it doesn't have that, like it still has a little bit of a glow to it. It doesn't look super matte that my skin looks dry. And as you can tell, see right there, I kind of have a little bit of a glow to my skin still, and it's nothing, you know, too mattifying. It just sets everything in place and leaves it there all day. So the next, sorry, I'm just kind of reaching over here for things. The next, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. powder. You guys saw this in my Walmart haul, and I really like this as well. So this one is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Sorry, I have little pieces of hair on my face. Probably from my cat's hair. So I go in with this shade, and I honestly use all the same brushes because they work so well for me that I don't like to switch to ones that I don't know if they're gonna work well for me or not. So I'm going to go in with that, tap off, and go right under my cheekbone. Just blend that out. And this brush, honestly, I got it from TJ Maxx. It's a little bit deformed from me using it right there, but I go on my outer part of my face. And then do the same thing on this side. I think this just gives a very natural bronzy look, and I love that. Sometimes I'll take it down the sides of my nose and under my lip to make it look a little bigger. Next, I'm going to bring it down my neck so everything kind of like blends a little better, so my neck doesn't look so pale. I really need to go get a new foundation shade, but I mean, I'm not really leaving the house too much because I do work from home. So to me, it's really not that big of a deal. I just warm everything up. And then I'm going to use I just always go back to this. You guys saw that I purchased the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush. I really like this, but the only thing that gravitates me back to the Luminoso by Milani is that it has a little bit of a sheen to it, and I just like it. This one is really, really nice, and I think it's perfect for the fall and winter, but sometimes I just still want that sheen to my skin, so I end up going back to this. But I really do like this one, if you guys were wondering. It does have a lot of pigment to it, and it blends really nicely, but sometimes I just like to have that sheen. So when I want the sheen, I go to this. When I want completely matte, I use this. So I'm going to go in with my blush brush, and it is the Wet n Wild P65. And I know they came out with this collection a while ago, and I really love this brush, and I'm pretty sure they still have it. So I just pat in a little on there, which I already did, and put on the apples of my cheek. Now, what I do different with my blush is I just bring it back, because I feel like when it's concentrated in one area, it looks like too much. Like, you don't want a big circle right here to me. I don't know. It's just the way I like to do it, but I just bring it back. And then I just put a little bit on my nose. I saw people starting to do that, so I started putting a little bit on my nose, and I just think it looks so pretty. So I'm going to do my eyebrows. You guys have seen me. Actually, I should probably open my new one. This one looks so bad. It's the e.l.f. eyebrow kit that I always go to, and I use the shadow side. And then I go in with another Real Techniques brush. Actually, I don't know what the name of this brush is, but it's just a little shader brush. I'm not sure if it's even a shader brush, but I just use it for my eyebrows. So I just tap in there, and I start to fill in by the front of my eyebrows, and I kind of just draw a straight line and connect it right there, because it's kind of missing, as you can see on both sides, missing a little bit right there. My eyebrows aren't too sparse. I honestly don't do much, but I feel like it kind of makes a difference when you know, complete your eyebrows and kind of fill in where you have sparse parts. So I'm trying to get my fiance to do a fiance does my makeup video. So I think we might be filming that shortly. If not, we might wait a while. I'm not really sure. He's been busy with work too. So I do want to get him to do that. I see a lot of people doing that, and I thought that would be fun. But as you can tell, that did make a difference with my eyebrows, and I feel like it does go with my hair better. I don't know, to me it just does. I feel like they were a little sparse before, so to me, that's a little better. Next, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour. Dulce de Leche is the color, and that's what it looks like. You guys have seen this before. This is like a banana shade, and that is the bronzer shade. Sometimes I use that for my bronzer, but I feel like it does work a little better in the summertime. It's a little darker than the other one, but sometimes I do just use it if I want a little more intense of a bronzer. But what I'm going to do with this is actually use this for my eyeshadow. That's what I've been doing, and it's just so simple and easy for every day. I use my fingers for the lid color, but I just go into this, and I just like to have my eyelids set since I have the concealer on top. And I know I did go in with a setting powder, but sometimes that's not enough and it will crease. So I just like to set it. I do put some in my inner corner just to set that as well. So just an extra layer to make sure that my eyelids will not crease. So once I have that all in place, I use this for my crease color. So I go in with my crease brush. It's by Japanesque. Doesn't say what the brush is called. I'm sure it's a crease brush, but I just tap into the bronzer shade and I just go along my crease. And it just adds a little bit of definition. And I actually like that this isn't like super pigmented right when you start off with it, because sometimes when you go in and it's instantly pigmented, you have to keep blending it away. Sometimes if I want a lighter look one day, I won't go in with as much, but if I want a more intense look, I can build this up. So I think that's very nice, and I like it for every day. So sometimes I'll just keep adding in more and it will build the color up. I just think it's so natural looking and just gives your crease the dimension that you need. It makes it look like you actually, tried with your makeup when it was, a simple look. And then I go under my eye with this color, or under my lash line. Usually I will go in with mascara, but I'm going to try this liquid eyeliner and we will see how it comes out. This is what it looks like. I'm going to try to do wings. Very hard to do a wing from this angle. That obviously looks horrible. I need a mirror over here to look at what I'm doing. This is kind of like chunky, like it falls down on my eyelashes. I mean, I don't think it looks bad, it's just different. Thing is, you have to keep dipping into it. I'll try the other side. I'm actually going to look into the mirror over here. I feel like you can't really notice it tons, but it does give a little bit of a different touch. You have to keep dipping back into it. I used to be a pro at liquid eyeliner, and I just feel like I'm not good at wings anymore because I haven't been wearing them. I used to do it every single day, and now I'm just not doing it. I used to think I needed to wear winged eyeliner for my makeup to look good, and then I just started getting into the look of not having it anymore. So that's kind of, I'm not going to go crazy with it, but it does give a little bit of a different look to your eyes. I always use the same mascaras. I use the Essence Lash Princess. I'm always using 2 different mascaras. It's hard to use just one, but I did like the Better Than Sex mascara. That one I feel like I could just use by itself. And then the NARS Climax Extreme mascara is what I'll put over it. So one is more lengthening, one is more volumizing. I didn't show the other brush, but this is the NARS. So that is my everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look and found it helpful. I did use some of the products that I had in my Walmart haul, so I will go over those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, so please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell just to see when I upload. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.